Hello everyone and welcome to Rather Good English. I'm Katy.
And I'm James. We're both from London, and we're here to help you improve your English through natural, everyday conversations.
That's right. Each week we chat about different topics using real English that you'll actually hear people use. No boring textbook language here. Let me tell you a bit about myself. I've been living in London for over a decade now.
Do you like it?
I love it, and I absolutely love exploring different neighbourhoods. I'm always discovering new places to eat, drink, and hang out with friends.
Oh, definitely. Whichever food you're fancying, you'll find it here. I'm James, by the way, born and bred here in London. I've actually lived in quite a few different areas around the city over the years, so I've got loads of stories to share about what it's really like living here. The good, the bad, and the expensive.
Ah, yes, we'll definitely talk about the money side of things. Today we're doing a proper deep dive into our amazing home city, London. We want to take you on a journey through different neighbourhoods and share why it's such an exciting place to live.
But we'll be completely honest about both the wonderful bits and the challenging parts too. London isn't perfect, but that's what makes it real and interesting.
So let's start with what makes London special. James, what draws you to this city after all these years?
I think it's the incredible layers of history you can see everywhere. You can walk past a medieval church, then a Victorian railway station, then a brand new glass skyscraper, all within 5 minutes.
Right?
And you think about Shakespeare writing plays just down the road, or Churchill giving his wartime speeches. It gives me proper goosebumps.
That's incredible. For me, it's the amazing diversity. You can travel the world just by taking the tube. One stop you're hearing Bengali, the next it's Spanish, then Yoruba.
Exactly, and the museums reflect that perfectly. The British Museum, Tate Modern, V&A, all free. Plus the career opportunities here are incredible. London is this global hub for finance, tech, creative industries.
It's where the whole world comes to do business. Right, let's talk neighbourhoods because that's where London really comes alive. You've lived in quite a few different areas, haven't you, James?
I have. Let's start with Camden in North London. I lived there when I was just out of university. Camden Market is absolutely massive. It's like several markets joined together, selling everything from vintage band t-shirts to street food from every corner of the world.
Oh, Camden takes me back too, and the music scene there is legendary, isn't it?
Incredible. The Roundhouse, Electric Ballroom, Jazz Cafe. I remember seeing Arctic Monkeys at a tiny venue there before they became massive. Camden has this amazing alternative, creative energy. The nightlife is brilliant too, though it can get quite rough late at night. Loads of goths and punks hanging around.
True. Now, let's head east to Shoreditch. I lived there for about 5 years, and it completely transformed while I was there. The street art is incredible. There are these amazing murals on Brick Lane that change every few months.
Right.
Or world-famous artists come to paint there. And the restaurants, oh my God, some of the best food in London. But it's changed massively due to gentrification.
How so?
When I first moved there was this tiny Vietnamese place that served the best pho I've ever had for like £7. By the time I left, it had been replaced by a £50 per head gastropub. It pushed out a lot of the original Bengali community.
That's sad. That's why I love nearby Hackney and Bethnal Green. They still have that authentic East London feel. Amazing Turkish restaurants on green lanes, proper football matches on Hackney Marshes at weekends.
Yeah, exactly. Now, let's head west to Notting Hill. I actually live there now. Those colourful terraced houses, you know, the ones from the Hugh Grant film, they're gorgeous.
Right.
But the real magic happens during Carnival in August. 2 million people fill the streets with steel drums, Caribbean food, dancing everywhere. It's absolutely mental but brilliant.
And Portobello Road Market on Saturdays is fantastic for vintage shopping and antiques. Central London has Covent Garden, which is touristy, but actually quite lovely. The street performers there are world class.
Opera singers, magicians, human statues, and it's right in the theatre district. You can watch a West End show, then grab dinner and drinks, all within walking distance.
Now let's talk about Borough Market near London Bridge. That's proper food paradise. It's this massive Victorian market hall full of artisanal cheese, fresh bread, exotic spices, incredible street food.
Mm.
I remember spending my entire weekly salary there when I first discovered it, just trying different foods from around the world.
Huh. That brings us to South London, which gets unfairly overlooked. Clapham is where all the young professionals live. Brilliant nightlife, loads of trendy pubs and cocktail bars. It's got this really buzzy, social atmosphere.
Right. Then there's Brixton, which has this incredible multicultural energy, amazing Caribbean restaurants, brilliant live music venues, and Brixton Market is fantastic for African and Caribbean ingredients.
And Greenwich in southeast London feels like a proper village. You've got the beautiful maritime history with the Cutty Sark ship, the Royal Observatory where Greenwich Mean Time comes from,
Yeah.
Greenwich Park with stunning views over London, and it's much more affordable than central areas. My friend bought a 3-bedroom house there for what a tiny 1-bedroom flat costs in central London. The only downside is the extra commute to the centre.
That brings us to transport, which connects all these amazing places. The tube network is incredible. You can get from Camden to Greenwich in about 40 minutes, Shoreditch to Notting Hill in 30.
Exactly, and the further out you go, the more affordable it gets. You get much better value for money in zones 3 and 4. But let's be brutally honest about the challenges now.
The biggest one is money. When I lived in Shoreditch, I was paying £1,800 a month for a 1-bedroom flat that was basically the size of a large cupboard.
That's absolutely mental. And it's not just rent. A pint of beer in Notting Hill costs about £8 now. A simple coffee is £5 or £6. Dinner for 2 at a decent restaurant? Easily £100.
And then there's the weather. Last winter in London, I didn't see proper sunshine for 3 weeks straight. It was grey, rainy, and dark by 3:30 in the afternoon.
I actually bought one of those special light therapy lamps to help with seasonal depression, and the crowds can be absolutely overwhelming, especially during rush hour.
Oh god, the Central Line at 8 in the morning is like hell on earth. You're packed like sardines with hundreds of people, everyone sweating and pushing, and generally miserable.
And in a city of 9 million people, it can feel quite lonely sometimes. It took me ages to make real friends when I first moved here. Londoners can seem a bit cold and reserved at first.
But despite all these challenges, we both choose to stay here. There's an energy to London that you simply can't find anywhere else. Last weekend I went to a rooftop cinema in Hackney, a secret speakeasy in Soho, then dancing in Brixton.
Exactly. And even in this massive urban jungle, you've got beautiful green spaces everywhere. Hyde Park, Regent's Park, Hampstead Heath and Richmond Park with wild deer running around.
So what practical advice would we give someone thinking about visiting or moving to London?
First, save money. Lots and lots of money. If you're moving here, bring at least 4 months of living expenses, but don't let the costs scare you away completely. There are ways to enjoy London affordably.
Exactly. Free museums, beautiful parks, happy hour drinks in pubs, amazing street food markets, and living in zones 3 or 4 is much cheaper than central London.
Right. Get an Oyster card for transport immediately. Download City Mapper for directions. It's absolutely brilliant. Bring proper waterproof clothes and comfortable walking shoes. You'll walk everywhere here.
And most importantly, come with patience and an open mind. London will frustrate you, challenge you, maybe make you cry with the rent prices.
Definitely.
But it will also inspire you and show you things you never imagined. That's the real London experience. Beautiful chaos.
Perfect. Well, that's our grand tour of London neighbourhoods complete. Thank you so much for listening to Rather Good English. I hope this journey through our incredible city was helpful for your English learning.
Yes, thank you for joining us on this adventure. Next week, we'll be talking about British food. It really isn't that bad. Our personal favourites, and some things that the English do better than everyone.
Until next time, keep practicing your English, explore new neighbourhoods if you're lucky enough to be in London, and remember, rather good is good enough to get you started.
Cheerio for now and happy learning.